Many of them, a number of them. They put up all these useless programs. You see titles that have nothing to do with. I can't remember some of those titles. There are some. Who stole my wedding? Yes, give me another one. Then they will land. Then they will collect all the salaries paid to civil servant paid for. When they finish, by first, second week of the new, they are vanished. It's like those days when men used to blame women. When you have girls again, and then you want a boy, you blame your wife. I said, no. The woman has the soil, what they call the incubator, the womb. The man has the seed. It's what you put in there that she gave you. What the soil does is to incubate what is planted, mature it, and deliver the harvest to you. That's what the incubator does. The incubator does not change the sex of the egg. When you put an egg into the incubator, if it is a male, if it's a hen, if it's a cock, the incubator will just incubate what is inside and give it to you in a harvest form. So the hearts of people are incubators. The hearts of people are soil. Jesus taught the parable of the soil and talked about 4 types of soil. The hearts are soil. But the man that sows the seed is the preacher. The farmer is the preacher. Don't come to the same land where you planted corn and you are trying to harvest yam. If you see your neighbor harvesting yam, he sold his church for it. If you see your neighbor harvesting excellence, he sold that church for excellence. If you see your neighbor harvesting prosperity, financial, he seeded his people for it. Don't go to the pulpit and start harassing people. Teach them. Use teaching and training to solve all ministry problems. Don't harass your leaders for a result you have not seeded them for. Train them for it. Nobody wants to be a failure. It's after that you can now talk about the exception to the rule. Yeah. Even in a poultry with 1,000 chicks and you're trying to grow them, I know that it's possible that you can have 1 or 2 that died. There's another course in pastoral ministry on how to control the pest in order to maximize the harvest. But the same way it happens in the farm, happens with animals, happens with chicken, happens with crops. That's how it happens in ministry. And there are pesticides. You have to learn the right ones to apply when certain diseases show up. If you see gossip and slander, buy my book. It's called The Law of Proper Speech. Train your people on it. Train them on how to talk. Train them on information management. And you can preserve your ministry. There are pesticides that cure divisions and politics in the church. Don't say, my church, it will never happen. You don't know anything about human beings. Okay. So, now, here is the point here that Paul is trying to make. In medicine, in pharmacology, when in designing of drugs to treat people, you have what is called the active ingredient. And then sometimes there are other things you add to the drug, it doesn't cure. It's just to help the patient swallow the drug. So it might be sweeteners, like you can use honey. You have made the drug itself, but it might be bitter. So you use honey to coat it. Where's this cough syrup that we used to drink when we were small? Oh, Babylin. So even when some of my, like my parents, they will go out, we'll go and collect it and be drinking because it's very sweet. We'll drink overdose. You see that thing that is sweet? It's not part of the treatment. It doesn't treat cough. It's just part of the packaging to help children drink it. Now, there is also another element you can add to drug. You can add preservatives because you may have made it of certain properties or I don't want to use chemical. Chemical could be part of it, but compounds that could, decay or putrefy or spoil. So you want the drug to last for 5 years. So you put certain things to preserve it. So when a person takes the drug, he takes all of this. But these other ones have nothing to do with the sickness. There is a particular compound inside the drug that is the one that goes after the disease and cures it. When it comes to the gospel, the cross is the active ingredient. Jump up and down, talk about whatever you like. When you finish, you don't understand how to deploy the cross. You don't have the power of the gospel. I'm talking about the saving gospel. I'm talking about salvation, so that when people receive it, they are transformed, they are changed, and they are truly saved. So now there's such purification, or there is such abundance of ignorance in the administration of this medicine that actually saves and cures people. The fake drugs are everywhere, and Anambra seems to be the headquarters. Am I correct or am I missing? There's one state I went to. They said these false prophets, these boys, I don't know what you call them. They said they know when government pays salary. And they had a governor at that time, I think either 28th of the month he pays. So around 26, 27, they all land. Many of them, a number of them. They put up all these useless programs. You see titles that have nothing to do with. I can't remember some of those titles. There are some. Who stole my wedding? Yes, give me another one. Then they will land. Then they will collect all the salaries paid to civil servant paid for. When they finish, by first, second week of they are vanished. They wait till Saturday time again. The multitudes are being preyed upon because the ones sent don't even know how to wield the message anymore. Everyone say the preaching of the cross. Or let's say it, say the message of the cross. Might be foolishness to those that perish, but to every man that is saved, it is the power. So the power is in the cross. The power is in the cross. Because this is a Holy Spirit conference. Somewhere we will talk about the Holy Spirit. You will hear about that other dimension. The power is the cross. The power is the cross. The power is the cross. Say with me, the power is the cross. Okay, now I'm going to help you now understand how to administer. There are 4 keys that can help you be extremely effective. 4 pillars of the saving gospel. And all the young people from this state, all the young people that are out here, I have a special session with some of our friends for you on Saturday morning. Saturday morning is going to be mixed, but there's a segment we're going to dedicate to you. And that particular, what we're going to do for you, if you want to make money, if you want to really be rich, if you want to break through in life, we're going to solve that problem for you once and for all. All this running around native doctors, yes, we'll solve it. That's one of the things I do anytime I'm outside Nigeria. When I finish preaching the gospel, which I preach free, I create a day or two to do consulting. I do master class. Yeah, minimum is $1,000 to be in my class. If I do the executive version, it's from 5 up. So when I have 2,000 people in my class, it pays me for the trip. So I'm going to be doing it free for you guys. Don't play with that session. And it is something that when I finish doing, when we return back next year, you will see the results. Yes. I was so excited when you're talking about the Jews. I've been to a number of business schools across the world, but I've learned more from the Jews about where I have 2 rabbis. I mentioned more from the Jews than all the business schools put together. And my own is not talk. Paul says, show me your faith without your works, and I will show you mine by my works. So I'll see you guys there in that section. Okay, let's study up this stuff. Okay, there is a popular principle for explaining the gospel that was very popular in the 70s, in the 80s, maybe a little part of the 90s. The Billy Graham organization helped to popularize it around the world. It's called the 4 laws. I don't have time, my time has gone, so I won't go into it now. But Google it. A lot of pamphlets were created, there were a lot of handbills in those days. 4 spiritual laws, yes. Please study it. It will help you in explaining the gospel. Now, I have a new understanding of those same 4 laws. So it's the same 4 laws I'm going to give you, but in a different way. And one thing I'm going to say to you, there are 1,000,001 ways to explain the same thing. Number 1, God's creation. So I'm going to say it in 3 different ways and see which one gets in. Number 2, Satan's deception. Number 3, Christ's substitution. And number 4, our redemption. Everything was done for us. So you notice what I said. The first is how God created everything, and he made everything beautiful and wonderful. Nothing broken, nothing missing. Number 2, we showed how Satan came in and spoiled what God created. Number 3, you show how Jesus solved the problem on the cross. And number 4, you show how any man that received what Christ has done, his life is transformed. Very simple. Very simple.